Howdy there. Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It's Saturday morning around 10:15 a.m. If you're new to the channel, this is my weekly vlog. Every Saturday I release one of these bad boys following my path building a marketing business, I guess you could say. I'm freelancing basically, but so this is just like following my life. Welcome to the channel. So right now I'm on my way to the gym. Yesterday I booked a trip to California, which is in a month from now. I'm from New Jersey. I'm going out to California to visit a friend of mine. I'm gonna stay there for a week. It's August 15th to the 22nd. And I thought something cool to do on the channel, new, kind of refresh it, is a little weight loss, a little cut leading up to the trip to California. It's Saturday right now. I'm going out in the city tonight. It started on the Wednesday because I leave for California on a Tuesday. That way it'll be exactly I think 5 weeks, so I can do like a little mini cut and show you guys step by step how to basically lose weight if you're looking to do so during the summer, during the winter, whenever. So I'll be tracking a lot more of my workouts, a lot more of what I eat, a lot more on like how you could do the same thing and how you can implement it into your life. I'm not looking to lose any crazy amount of weight. I'm about 163 pounds, I guess. I haven't weighed myself in a while, but I figure why not tighten up for them California beaches, know what I'm saying? So I'll involve a lot more of the fitness and nutrition aspect because I know I've gotten away from that a lot more, of the business side of things, and a ton of fantasy football, obviously. So these Saturday vlogs will be a lot more, will be a lot more of the gym and a lot more of nutrition and stuff. So if you're into that stuff, you'll enjoy these vlogs a lot more. If not, you'll still enjoy the shit out of them, I promise. So a couple things, guys. You saw that last clip. It's a brand new MacBook Pro 2017. A huge upgrade to my laptop that I previously had, which was, I think, was it the 2014 or 2015? I've had it for a few years. That was the 13-inch I used to have, and the new one is the 15-inch. Upgraded RAM, upgraded all this stuff. Absolutely incredible so far. So what I'm actually doing, if you go on Google and you type in like MacBook trade-in or whatever, you could trade in any of your iMac, your MacBook Pro, whatever, to Apple, and they'll give you money for it. And I'm actually trading in my iMac and my old laptop for the new laptop. I already purchased the new laptop. Obviously, that's just going to be reimbursing it. So the reason I'm doing that is because the laptop I have right now is not powerful enough to do video editing on. It takes really long to do shit in iMovie and to upload and download all the videos and stuff. Basically, anytime I want to do regular work, if I'm like blogging or doing marketing work, I can do it on my laptop. But then if I want to do video editing, I have to do it on my iMac. So I'm like constantly like, if I go out to Starbucks or something, I can't get video editing done. I'm video editing all the time. So I needed a machine that I could do both with. So I upgraded to the new Mac. Just as fast, if not faster than the iMac itself, actually. I host my website on Wix, right? Same thing as WordPress, same thing as Squarespace. They all have their own, and that's what I've been using. But I've been looking into what they call Shopify, and Shopify is what like 60% of people who use e-commerce businesses use. I wanted to get more into obviously selling products and, starting off with the hats and stuff like that. I wanted to look into other things. The incredible thing about Shopify, they have apps within Shopify that you can download. I was doing a bunch of research, found a few apps that basically do drop shipping. If you watch the last few weeks of my channel, it's basically me going through the process of working with the manufacturer, getting the hats, like sampling them, getting the hats, selling them to you, personally shipping them, whatnot. What a drop shipper is it completely takes the middleman out of it. It takes me out of the equation, right? I set up my product. They have the product in-house in their own manufacturing warehouse. I put it on my website. You buy it. They deal with shipping. They deal with customer service. They deal with everything when it comes to that stuff. And you could put, like, I'm allowed to put their products on my website. No upfront cost. I don't have to buy them first. I don't have to obviously have inventory within my house. There's a lot of pros to it when you're a smaller business. You're probably thinking like, why wouldn't everyone just do this all the time? It gets confusing. First of all, the markup costs are a lot. I'll make less money. Products for me are a little more expensive. Like say I bought the hat through the manufacturer and they were like $10 a piece, right around there. If I'm doing it through this website, they might cost me $15 a piece. I mean, I don't have to deal with the shipping. I don't have to deal with a lot of things. So it's definitely a win overall, and you don't have the product on hand, so you don't actually know what it's like until you actually buy a sample from them. So those are a couple negatives, and you're dealing with these drop shippers. They use a bunch of different shipping services. Like, you don't take care of that stuff, they do all that. But if someone comes to your website, say they put like a sweatshirt, a hat, a t-shirt into the cart and they buy it, those might be coming from like three different shipping services. So when they're trying to track your order, packages might be different, and it just gets a little confusing, as well as inventory, because you don't really know what's in stock and what's not in stock from my point of view. The awesome part is like, look at these, there's everything like customizable and stuff, so I could put my logo on everything, which is what I've done. And if you check out my website, I have about 10 new product listings on there. They have everything from winter caps. Look how cool this shit is. Winter caps, they have crew necks, hoodies. I just slapped my logo on it and it looks awesome. So this is my shop. If you had been on my shop in the recent weeks or whatever, it was just a hat, right? Now it's listed with all these different products. There's t-shirts, crew necks, hoodie, sweatshirts, there's a snow cap, a coffee mug, an iPhone case. And it's incredible because you guys could buy it. You know, you can go on there right now and buy it, which is, you know, boom, what I'm telling you to do if you want it. It doesn't cost me anything to put those on there because it's all from the manufacturer. So I can keep those on there as long as I want. I don't even have to make a sale for a month off any of those products, and it's not gonna cost me anything to keep them. Comes in all different colors, all different sizes, and they just have that available for you. So if anyone's even thinking about starting an e-commerce business, you have good art designs, you could go on Shopify, start it. Completely suggest that for someone who's creative and artistic side, you know, has thought about dabbling in like selling their designs or selling their products or something like that. This is so cool. This is such an awesome use of e-commerce. I do want to order a couple samples just to see how the material and everything comes off. The only apparel I'm going to be wearing from now is some big dog stuff. Guys, Wednesday, July 12th, 6:45 a.m. As mentioned earlier in my video, I'm gonna start my, I guess, the 5-week diet, because this is about 5 weeks out from when I leave for Cali. 163.8. I'm gonna weigh in every single morning, and I'm gonna videotape it on here. Put a piece of paper right above the scale. It's the 12th. Some old school stuff right here. 163.8. And I leave for Cali on August 15th. I'll be getting more in depth on the diet as the videos go on and how I do it. I'm gonna start with a certain number of calories, around 2,300 calories, 165 grams of protein for every pound that you weigh. So I weigh like around 165 pounds. I'll eat 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. And then the rest of the calories will be made up of a combination of carbs and fat, whatever I prefer, whatever foods I just end up eating for that day. Thursday morning, July 13th, the last day of this episode. New weigh-in went from 163.8 to 161.4. Whenever you're starting a new diet, first few days your body is gonna kind of even itself out, right? You're probably leading up to it. If you weren't dieting, you're just eating whatever. The salt intake and your calorie intake and fat intake is probably pretty high. So when you start actually like watching what you're eating and you know you're below your like calorie levels, which I know like 2,300 calories is gonna be where I could lose weight. I could eat at that for a couple weeks and lose 1.5 pounds a week, right? So when you first start, the first couple weigh-ins are gonna be getting rid of a lot of water weight, so you're gonna see the quick drop off. That's why when people start a diet, they're always like, oh, I just lost like 5 or 10 pounds. It's like, you didn't. Your body's just kind of getting used to the amount of calories that you're giving it now and dropping a lot of water weight right off the bat. That's that. I'm gonna make a coffee. I've been thinking about, anyone seen that product called the Hyper Chiller? It's like a canister, but it's like, I guess you keep it in your freezer. You basically can put your hot coffee into it, and then within like a minute it freezes it and makes it into an iced coffee. I was thinking about purchasing it, but I don't know if I want to spend like $35 on it. You use it for alcohol too, if you have like warm alcohol or liquor or something, throw it in there and it gets iced up real quick. I don't know why I said that last part to you guys. So a lot of my hats are purchased by people in my town, like my friends that live near me. So when they do a purchase, I just go by their house. I'll usually drop it somewhere by their front door if they're not home, and I'll usually record it and like send them like a Snapchat of me dropping it off so they know I dropped it off. Should probably just like text them and let them know. But so now we're headed to the gym. This is ridiculous, but I usually don't go this early in the morning. I drove to the gym at like 8 o'clock, which is like rush hour, and it took me like 20 minutes to get there. I get there and realize I left my headphones at home, and I'm like, hell no, I took too much pre-workout not to have headphones. So I'm like, fudge this, I'm going back. Drove bike to my house. It's like 10 to 12 minutes from my house, but with rush hour again, it took me like 20 minutes. Went back to my house, got my headphones, had to drop off another order, post office, and then to my friend. Now we're headed to the gym. So I'm gonna get some workout footage. I want to like do more raw clips of me working out and kind of talking in between, but like at the same time, I don't want to be like talking to myself throughout the workout, like talking to the camera, and I don't know. I just like would rather be in the zone and not look like a freak and just whatever. So enjoy this next clip.
Oh, it's good. So we're back from the gym, got a good shoulder and bike pump. Those are all the sets I did. I don't like to film the whole workout just because it takes really long to do that, try to set up different angles, and I just like lose focus, and I'm like, I need to get a good workout in. So what I'm doing right now, this will probably be my parting words for the video. I'm gonna film 2 videos right now for fantasy football. So if you're wondering like what my setup is for when I'm doing these videos, I set this camera up on a tripod. I have my laptop in front of me, a notepad there. I have no lighting other than my natural lighting. I don't even have a microphone, so I just use the audio here. So a lot of people from like YouTube reach out to me who are like interested in starting their own channel or whatever, and they're like, well, how do you get started? You know, what equipment do you need? Do I need a mic? Do I need a really good camera? Like, what do you use and stuff like that? I want to touch on that really quickly. That shit is not important. There's so many people that don't start something because they'd rather have it be perfect than it be done. You know what I mean? So when it comes down to it, you could start the channel with anything. Boom, this iPhone 7, incredible camera. Whip it out, you want a vlog, bing, bang, boom, you're on the tube. A lot of people use that as an excuse. They're like, oh, well, I don't have a really good camera, I don't have good audio, I don't have good lighting, I need to spend $1,500 in order to get the process started. That's a lot of bullshit. Some very big like vloggers especially out there started with like nothing, you know, just a simple camera like that and you can do it. The only things that matter, getting out quality content and doing it consistently. I don't spend a lot of money on other accessories that I don't think are necessary. There comes a time where I realize that my audio is really shitty and I really think that can improve my channel, then maybe I'll invest in a mic or something like that. But for right now, this is perfectly fine. I don't need all this extra shit. You just need to make sure you're getting quality content out. Like, not everyone could start a YouTube channel and have something like a message to say, right? Doesn't mean that you could start a channel tomorrow and then in a year or 2 years, you're gonna have 2,000, 5,000 subscribers. You gotta have a good message. You gotta be bringing value to people. If you're not doing that, it's not gonna grow. You either gotta be really entertaining, like really funny. You gotta be really informative and that brings value to people, or like a mixture of both kind of. So if you don't have any of that, like a message to bring, then you're not gonna grow. But I would say that's the number one thing. It's just having quality content and then putting it out consistently. That's how you're gonna grow. All that extra bullshit that you think about, that you're using as an excuse, is not what you need to do. And also the way I work, basically, any videos that come out, especially right now during the summer, I'm like in grind mode when it comes to videos. I don't shoot them and then release them right away. I have like videos queued up probably for like 4 or 5 days down the road. So I'll upload one and then on YouTube you could schedule it to post in like 3 or 4 days. So that's what I do because I'm not always able to film. I film this video and then immediately put it up. Then like what happens on days, like if I go away for a weekend, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that's 4 days without videos. I'd rather film a bunch during the week and then queue them up so that they're releasing Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Monday, so that in case you don't want to do something over the weekend, you don't have to, right? They're ready to go. So that's how that works. If I ever put some shit out and you're like, that happened like 5 days ago, that's why. That's kind of what I'm gonna probably end this video on. Eating a little apple. Get your fruits in. That's that. If you enjoyed this week's video, scroll down a little bit. Hit the button that looks like this. Not like that. I mean, I don't care. But subscribe to the channel if you're new and you enjoyed. And as always, we'll be back next Saturday with the next vlog. Oh, also, I forgot to tell you, yesterday, or 2 days ago, was National Cow Appreciation Day. Me and my boy Brandon. National Cow Appreciation Day, if you wear any cow attire, Chick-fil-A, they give you free food. Supposed to give you a free sandwich. They ended up giving us free 4 sandwiches and fries. I was like, bet. Someone at the register fucked up. I'm not mad about it. It was a great day. So that was awesome. I should have filmed a little bit in the mall because there's a lot of people there dressed as cows. We saw like a family of 20 people walk in all dressed as cows. It was crazy. It was crazy. If any of you guys need a Halloween costume too. This is from like my sophomore year in college, I think, maybe junior year. Me and my friend did a Halloween costume where we wore a cow suit, like a full cow suit, and then over it, we wore like a jacket from like an actual suit. We were business casual. It's a good witty play on words there for a Halloween costume if any of you guys are looking for one for next year. So I always find myself like throughout the year, I'll think of like 10 different Halloween costumes. I'm like, oh, thank God, like I'm good for next year. And then like the week before Halloween, I'm like, fudge. I don't have a single Halloween costume to be, even though I always end up coming up with pretty good ones. And I'm just fucking rambling. So I'm gonna get to work and I will see y'all next video. Peace.